So now we're going to go over finding area of triangles. We have already done the explore. A couple of things that you need to know. Once again, a polygon is a shape composed of line segments called sides that are joined together. They're joined together at a vertex where two of the sides meet. Review again, a right angle is an angle who measures 90 degrees. And the very important perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect to form a 90-degree angle. Okay, things that are important in our triangles are bases and heights. The base doesn't necessarily mean the bottom of the triangle. Okay, the base is used to help you find the area, and your height has to be a perpendicular line. Okay, so if this is my base, okay, it includes this vertex and this vertex. I need the opposite vertex in order to find the height. So once again, if this is my base, my opposite vertex would be up here, and then I drop, and our dotted line indicates the height, a perpendicular line. So on this triangle, okay, I can use any side, but I'm going to use this side as my base. My opposite vertex that is not part of this line is this. Okay, so if I drop a perpendicular, it's like dropping something from a balcony and it drops straight down. That is my height. Okay, here again, I can use this side as my base. So this is the vertex that is not in play. And then I drop a perpendicular right there, and that would be my height. So this is my base, this is my height. Now here we already have a right triangle. So these two are my base and my height. As we discovered, the formula for the area of a triangle, a lot of you realize we made that rectangle, and you had said it was the area of the rectangle divided by 2. But we had discussed that triangles don't have lengths and widths, they have base and height. So my formula is either 1/2 times base times height, or base times height divided by 2. And I can either write it this way, or I can write it this way. And once again, we are now going to be using our algebra skills of substitution. Find the area when the base is 10 and the height is 6. You will always write whatever formula you are going to use. In this case, I'll choose base times height divided by 2. Doesn't matter which ones you choose, it's just whatever you are more comfortable with. I know a base and I know a height, so I'm not substituting anything in for my A. Then I would be doing 10 times 6 divided by 2. 10 times 6 is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30, and therefore my height is 30 square units. Go on to the next page, please. It says find the area of the following triangles. So my formula, once again, okay, I'm using my formula for a triangle. Can't use a formula for a rectangle, can't use a formula for any other shape. It's a triangle. In this case, I will do 1/2 base times height. Why? Just because so you could see a variety. Now, look at all these numbers. I only need a base and a height because I'm finding my area. So my area is still not substituted in for. Okay? My base, in this case, and my height is where I have my perpendicular line. So here is my height signifying my perpendicular line. So therefore, it must be connecting to this base. I only need my 14 and my 5. So therefore, I'm doing 1/2 times 14 times 5. Half of 14 is 7. 7 times 5 is 35. And then, oopsie, that should be a 5. Units squared. When would I use the 6 and the 12? If I'm finding perimeter, because that is the actual outside of my triangle. Okay, next one. So again, I'm taking a look at my numbers. Okay, I have 7, 24, and 25. I'm going to need to find the area. I found my perpendicular. So because my numbers are bigger, I actually like to do the 1/2 base times height. My base is 24, my height is 7. Area equals 1/2 times 24 times 7. The reason I like this one is I could do half of 24. If I did 24 times 7, my numbers are getting bigger, and then half of dividing that by 2 would be a little bit more difficult. Half of 24 is 12. 12 times 7 is 84. And this time my labels are inches, so area equals 24. I'm sorry, 84. 84 square inches. Finally, my last one, we have an obtuse one. Okay, we're given my height out here. Okay, and my base is here. The dotted line is not part of my triangle. This is the base. Okay, this dotted area I am not using. So again, my formula equals, let's this time use base times height divided by 2. I'm looking for my area that stays in A. And then my base is 14 times 10 divided by 2. 14 times 10 is 140 divided by 2 is 70. Then my area, my label would be meters squared. What cases would we fill in the A? Well, let's say you're given a triangle and you're told that the triangle area is 80 and the height is 10. And then it wants to know what is the base. So we're looking for the base in this situation. Okay, so therefore I'm going to say A equals 1/2 base times height. Now in this situation, I know, okay, my area is 80. That's when I put in the A. And it's 1/2. I don't know my base, so it stays a B. And I know my height is 10. Well, I'm going to simplify this side. Half of 10 is 5. So then we are looking at 5 times my base gives me 80. Oops, sorry about that. And in this case, you're using your algebra skills of what is the inverse operation. Well, the inverse of multiplication is division. So I would do 80 divided by 5 is B. 5 goes into 8 once, with 3 left over. And then 5 goes into 36. So therefore, my base would be 16.